I just watched Ash's video about the meeting that he had with Plarium. He and a couple of the other creators apparently had a meeting with Plarium about some discussion, and I'm not gonna like react live to the video. I've already watched it. You should go watch the video. I'm sure you have already, because it's interesting to hear some of the details. But the short of it is that there's basically no good news. There's basically no good news. Most of the things that people have asked for, they've just said no to, basically. They are displaying to us yet again that they don't understand the actual problems in the game. They have no interest in fixing the actual problems in the game. And they're going to continue to screw around with stuff that is ultimately inconsequential. There was some talk about like live arena and some other stuff. And it's like, no one cares about that stuff right now. You have way too many problems ahead of that in line for people to really care about that. No one gives a shit about that stuff. You have such basic problems that you still need to solve, and it's just crazy to me. As I listened to that video, every topic he'd get to, he'd have to preface it by going, more bad news. And it's like, that's insane. Why did y'all bother having the call with the creators? You had nothing to give them to give to the player base. You had nothing to give them that people were going to be like, okay, cool. Nothing. Why did you bother? I don't understand what the point of it was, unless there's some weird satisfaction for in like watching their hopes get dashed for 3 hours, which is apparently how long the call was. The fact that like they've got people like Ash and people with a lot of experience and understanding and a lot of the answers, to be frank, directly telling you the answers. And Ash alluded a few times to the fact that they were like borderline arguing about stuff. The fact that you're like that headstrong about being wrong, about doing things poorly, is so weird to me. That is so strange. That is so strange. It is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing how bad they are. They just are the worst game developer. I just don't know who's doing it worse. Like EA's bad. Like there's some bad ones, right? There's some really bad game companies out there. Plarium's in the conversation. It's hard to say the worst because there are some really bad ones out there. They're just bad on a bigger scale, so maybe it feels worth. But as far as like what they're actually doing and the quality, I don't know how you make an argument that anyone's doing it worse than Plarium right now. And has been consistently doing it bad. I just don't understand. There's another thing someone shared on my Discord of some images from the test server about the fixes to 3v3 that they're doing, increasing the player limits. I sarcastically think I said when I was talking about it, what, are you going to increase the player limit by 5,000 in every tier and think that's going to solve the problem? And the reason that I said it like that is because that wouldn't even come close to fixing the problem. Increasing the player limit by 5,000 in each tier would... You have more to do, was the point. Like, but they're increasing the player limits by... In Gold 1, they're increasing it by 3,000. In Gold 2, they're increasing it by 2,500. In Gold 3, they're increasing it by 2,000. And in Gold 4, they're increasing it by 500. So you might as well have not bothered, because that will not fix it. That's not going to fix the problem. You've said yourself you have millions of people playing this game every day. You said it. You said you have millions of people playing this game every day. How could you possibly think that a couple thousand more spots in the most contentious, most sought-after game mode in the sense of completing a mission? I promise you there are more people stuck on this fucking Silver 4, Silver 3, whatever, Gold 1, 3v3 mission. That is where everybody's stuck. I guarantee it. I don't need to see the data. I know that's where everybody's stuck. Anybody that's been playing this game for any amount of time that's been stuck on a mission is stuck there. That's just where they're stuck. That's the mission that everybody gets stuck on. You're not going to fix it with a couple thousand spots. You have to do more. And that's so obvious to everyone but them. There is no reason to have player limits in 3v3. There are zero good reasons to have player limits in the tiers in 3v3. Zero. There are zero good reasons. Anything under gold 3, there's zero good reasons to have player limits. For, like, logic. Obviously, they must be under the impression that people are feeling forced to spend money to get through that wall. And it must still be working because they're not fixing it. Although it must not be working as well because they're beginning to do something about it. But that's not an answer. You might as well have skipped it. You might as well have not done it. I can tell you before you do it. You might as well have not fucking done it. It's not the solution. Maybe a couple of people will get through that wall, but you're not solving it for the player base. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing it. I don't know why you're so bad at this. They talked about the energy cap. They're not increasing it. They talked about shard rates. They're not changing them. We're not getting a pity tracker. We're not getting... it sounded like super raids were coming for Minotaur, which is the bare fucking minimum, but it sounded like it wasn't even going to be permanent. You telling me we might get temporary super raids? Cyclical super raids for Minotaur? Are you fucking kidding me? You want to time gate more of what people do? If that's what you're talking about doing? Now I can't even farm scrolls efficiently unless I do it on your fucking clock? That's the thing, is everything they do in this game is designed to put you on their time. You'll wait till the summon events. You'll wait till super raids. You'll wait till there's 2x soulstones. You'll wait till there's a fusion to do anything you need to do. To build champs, to whatever. Like you'll wait. You'll wait until all... It's crazy. It's crazy how fucking manipulative and bad they are at this. And I'm like really, really about over it. I'm really about done, I think. We're getting real close. I feel like we're getting real close. I've tried. I've tried to give it a good, like a good go. I've tried real hard to get into it, and Plarium is just like refusing to let it happen. They are so, it's like they are trying to run people off. I don't know how else to interpret it, dude. It's literally like they're trying to run people off. People keep talking about faction wars hard too, being too hard. Of course it's too hard. I don't know. Sometimes it's like the short-term memory that I see. This is what they do, guys. They release every single piece of content they release it too hard for the first few months. Because they need it, they need the whales to struggle with it. So that the whales will spend more money to get through it. And then when they realize that that's dipped, they'll nerf it for the next tier of spenders to feel like they now have a shot at spending and getting through it. And then when they do it, then they'll nerf it down for everybody else. But this is it. This is every single piece of content they release. This is how it goes. It's always way too fucking hard, and then it gets nerfed, and then it's still too hard for most, and then it gets nerfed again, and then it's decent. Then it's in a decent spot. Sometimes it needs another nerf. This is what they do. I don't know why I'm seeing so much confusion about why Faction Wars hard is so hard. Because that's what they do. That's their fucking business model. That's the way they operate every single time. They are such manipulative, awful, terrible pieces of shit. Like, that's just what they are. As an entity, as a company, they are just pieces of shit. Whoever is making these decisions, the people making the decisions for the things like this in the game are either so ignorant that they don't belong in the space at all, or they're pieces of shit. That's it. Because there's no way you have all the information and want to do well for your game and want to do well by your players and continue to make decisions like this. Continue to ignore what is good feedback. You've been getting really solid good feedback for years, and you almost never do anything with it. You almost always say no to it. You always seem to think you know what the answer is, and you don't. And your game is suffering for it, and it's going to continue to suffer for it. You can keep doing cool collabs. You can bag a Ninja Turtles collab and scratch the nostalgia itch another time or two. But you're on your way out. I'm telling you, it's dwindling. It's dwindling. People are tired of this, and there are just way too many options now. There's way too many options, and I gotta tell you, we're probably exploring them. I'm sure you've noticed this week the content's been a little different. I don't want to play this game. I think I'm probably done playing this game. I don't know. We'll give it some thought. The only reason I still make content for it is because I still play it. I'm like, there's a couple things, like I'm close to getting Empress. Oh, y'all can't see that. I'm close to getting Empress. Like, there's a couple of things for whatever sick reason going on in my head. I do still enjoy some things about playing this game, and because that's the case, I still make content for it. But I know that it's not gonna last much longer, unless something changes. You know what I mean? Unless something changes, I just don't know. I just don't know if we're gonna be doing raid too much longer, man. It's like it's not even really fun most of the time to make skits about him anymore, because it's like, guys, like, there's only so many ways. There's only so many different ways I can call you stupid. There's only so many ways for me to point out how bad you are at this. I kind of thought at a certain point you'd turn it around and there wouldn't be as much to make fun of. But goddamn, guys, how do you get worse? How do you keep getting worse? It's crazy. So, I don't know, dude. It's wild. They're a wild company. Plarium is a wild fucking company, dude. They are wild. 3-hour call with the creators to basically just tell them no to everything they talked about. The fucking balls, dude. Oh, me. Oh, shit. You can't help but laugh at it. It is funny. I know they don't mean it to be, but it is fucking funny. I wonder if we're getting like Nathan for you. Just a really long, I've talked about this before, just a really long, this is a really long social experiment. It's just a really long prank to see like how bad can you do as a game developer? How shitty can you be and still be successful? I don't know, man. Hard to believe they're trying, because goddamn, it just keeps getting worse. They said, here's another crazy thing. He said, I can't remember if he said no one in the, I think he said no one in the game, but definitely no one in the call. And you've got people, some big hitters like Ash and some big spenders, right? They said no one, again, maybe no one in the game, but definitely no one in the call, had a maxed out relic, had a single maxed out relic. Like, huh? What? It's that hard to max out a relic? I didn't realize, because I don't give a shit. I don't pay that much attention, but like the fact that we've got, there's so much to talk about. The fact that we've got these separate pools for artifacts. So like Chimera has a certain set of artifacts in it, right? So then you fill it up with materials, and you still have you only have a 50% chance of pulling from the Chimera pool. That's the dumbest bunch of fucking shit I've ever heard in my life, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Why? Why bother? Why bother having separate tabs for them? I'm using exclusively Chimera materials. I have a 50% chance of getting a Chimera artifact. Or relic, sorry. Relic? Artifact. Yeah, relic. That's the dumbest bunch of bullshit. There's no way that's not intentional. There's no way that's not a prank of some sort. What the fuck are you talking about? How is that possible? What is the point of all of this then? What is the point of all of it then? It's so stupid. It has to be so intentionally stupid. That can't be an accident. That can't be an oversight. That's like, and that's the thing. I could seriously, I promise you I could make a video that's an hour long where I just do that. Where I just go through the entire game and talk about how stupid a certain aspect of it is. It's so, there's so much bullshit. There's so much dumb shit in this game. And I just don't know, man. It's like the fun of it's wearing off. I'm getting a good laugh right now, which wasn't expected, but it's almost like the fun of it's just wearing off. It's like, guys, all right, like, we get it. I think we get it. It's stupid. Like, we get it. You're doing the dumbest things you can think of. All right, we understand. Like, we get it that the game's been out since 2018 and the energy cap is still 130. We get it. That's a good one. That's a good fucking joke. Well done. we get it that 3v3 has been a problem for years and you've never done a single thing to even remotely address it. And now you're finally doing something and you've increased the player limit by a couple thousand. After telling us you've got millions of people playing the game every day. Holy shit, dude. That is so funny. We get it. We get it. We can be in on it too, all right? Oh my fucking God, bro. What else is there to even say, you know? What else is there to even say about it? They are just the most fucking pathetic, awful game developers. to find a sliver of success. It is one of the great mysteries of our universe. How Plarium has managed to make this fucking game so successful. Doing the wrong thing at almost every turn. Holy shit, man. Oh, God. Yeah, what else? What is there to say? What else is there to say? You know what I mean? Blazin sent me a video he did this morning of the fusion. Apparently the fusion's going to be kind of broken, like a Wixwell type situation. And Plarium's basically like, we have no plans to nerf it. But we might. Go ahead and do the fusion and put all your books in him and put a bunch of resources and build a team around him. And then we might. Oh, God damn, bro. That is good shit. I got a way better laugh out of doing this video than I thought I was gonna get. So I don't know who the fuck knows what's going on anymore. Who the fuck knows, man? You know, I guess we'll find out. A lot of y'all been telling me for a while that you want to see some stuff other than Raid. You probably about to start seeing some stuff other than Raid. So we'll see. We'll see how much you really wanted to see that. I got nothing else. I'm done. I'm gonna get out of here for today. But I hope y'all have a good one. Appreciate you watching. Later.